Hey guys, what's up? It's the Rookie Revolution, and today we will be looking into even more of some of the juiciest and craziest conspiracy theories ever on the challenge. This is part 3 of the series, so if you haven't, I recommend watching parts 1 and 2 first, which will be linked in the description. But pretty much how it works is I will be breaking down the theory and then giving my opinion, ranking the believability with the almighty banana scale. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take the money and run, Teach.
The first theory we have is from the most recent season, Double Agents, and this specific theory has been talked about a lot on social media. This theory is that they purposely made the first elimination on Double Agents a women's elimination round to save CT and Wes. Let me go back a bit. So basically this season was structured to be in pairs. Wes and Natalie and CT and Ashley were partners, and the targets this season were on the champs. Well, the elimination ended up being Wes and Natalie for CT and Ashley, and everyone was excited.
Two massive teams in the first elimination. This is about to be crazy.
When they all went down, TJ then explained it was only females competing in the elimination, saving CT and Wes.
Because tonight is a woman's elimination.
Now, I completely understand everyone's thoughts and feeling like it was switched, and I gotta be honest, it does seem strange that they waited till last minute to change everything. And it being a female elimination, the last time it was a female elimination first was on Rivals 1, 15 seasons ago. I think for sure production didn't want CT and Wes to be in risk right away, obviously, but my problem with this theory is that I doubt production would change up the format last minute. I don't think it was meant to be a pair elimination since they wouldn't make up the whole format last second. As you can see, when they did this elimination in the past with partners, it was 4 pulls, not 2, so it wouldn't work as a pair elimination. But what I do think they did is probably change it from male to female last minute to save them. I think this theory, I will be giving it 8 bananas out of 10 on the believability scale because yes, it makes complete sense they would want to save Wes and CT, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they just wanted to change it up and make it a female elimination first.
We showed all our cards, showed our ass for him to say, step aside CT and Wes, it's a girls elimination.
Next, we have one of my most requested theories of all time, and it's from Final Reckoning being the final elimination with Bananas and Tony versus Natalie and Pauly. And let me start off by saying, there are a lot of sketchy things with this elimination, but it's also confusing. I have seen fans claim this elimination was rigged for Bananas and Tony, but I've also seen fans claim it was rigged for Natalie and Pauly as well, and you might be confused on how that's even possible. Well, the whole thing is that they didn't address this on the show, but there were 2 eliminations. One was reset, and one was done to completion. The one that was around originally, you can see in the background when TJ is calling them all down and explaining the rules, and apparently Bananas and Tony actually ended up almost winning that elimination until they stopped it for some reason. No one really knows why they stopped it, but I heard it was either because Tony was puking blood or it was an equipment problem.
Wow, I feel so much better.
Anyways, they made them come back the next day to an all-new elimination where, as we all know, Natalie and Pauly won. I will put up with a reliable spoiler account Pink Rose said here on Vevmo. Pauly has said on Instagram Live production told Bananas and Tony not to eat and not the same to Pauly and Natalie, giving them a disadvantage. But Pauly is a very biased source in my opinion since lots of what he is saying contradicts what everyone else has said.
Come up to me and Natalie and they go, hey, make sure you guys eat. Tell Tony and Johnny not to eat. And it's an eating elimination. Stop the elimination because they couldn't fix Johnny and Tony's contraption. One partner had to fill up the sand
to a bucket of sand
while the other one was eating.
Another thing I have heard was production didn't want Bananas and Tony to win to give the season new winners, which I will say right now is probably BS. All I know is that this is an awful situation and the theory that the elimination changed is 100% true. But about any of it being rigged, I don't know. I mean, I'll give it a 10 out of 10 for the elimination being switched, but I'll give it a 3 out of 10 bananas for it being rigged. Next is a theory I had no idea about, but was recently tagged on a Reddit post about it, and I was shocked. and this is something I've actually thought about before. Production obviously likes good TV, so why not during a final make the race look closer than it actually is? Or production can sabotage another team or player to make it closer. Specifically on War of the Worlds 2, declaimed on the second day of the War of the Worlds 2 final, Team UK was about 20 to 30 minutes ahead of Team US, but production made them wait till Team US was close enough to them. And once they were close enough, they allowed them to continue the race and puzzle just to make it look more neck and neck. The OP on Reddit even asked Jordan about this, and Jordan said the same thing. There have been lots of claims over the years about finals being unfair and it not showing everything, and this honestly seems to prove it. Wes has even said if you complain to them, all they'll say is that this is not a sport, this is not the Olympics, this is a TV show, which makes no sense because everyone knows this is America's 5th major sport. I'm now gonna play a clip from an old interview Wes did back on Rivals 2. Fair warning, the audio is a bit crackly, so just beware.
Complain about it to the producers. They do not have any qualms about reminding you that this is not sport and this is not the Olympics.
Wes even points out in Rivals 2, the leaders had to do an extra task at every checkpoint, which was actually shown, but I never thought about it that way.
Into the first obstacle, we have to take all these bamboo sticks out. I look behind me, Johnny and Frank are sitting there waiting for us to do it. Whoever is in first place is going to have a difficult day because whoever's winning has to open the obstacle for everybody else.
I don't think all finals are like this, not at all, but you have to understand, it's better TV for a close race. It's just the way it is, and I doubt that will change, although I hope this doesn't happen often. I will give the final for War of the Worlds 2, specifically making Team UK wait to start the final puzzle, a 10 out of 10 bananas on the believability scale. The next theory we have is that Bananas made a deal with Wes on Total Madness to throw the elimination so Bananas could win. There is a lot to unfold on this theory, so let's start. On Total Madness, the Red Skull twist was very flawed, because no one knew how many there were going to be and how long they had to get one. Bananas was tired of waiting and threw himself into elimination. Wes ended up winning that week's daily challenge and, being in the tribunal, volunteered to go against his newfound ally in Bananas.
Think you have what it takes to take out Bananas?
I'm going.
Is this really happening? Is this really happening?
This whole season we were shown Bananas and Wes putting their differences aside and actually working together. This moment, I will be honest, felt like an abrupt ending to all of that. Some fans think Bananas made the deal to split the money with Wes in the event he won the final, and I'm not gonna lie, Bananas has clearly done this before, as we saw with Zach on War of the Worlds 1 and allegedly Mark Long on X's 1, which is a whole other theory.
Did you cut a deal with Bananas that you would fold an elimination for him? Yeah.
Here's what I think happened. I think Wes and Bananas knew prior to going on the season they wanted to go up against each other in elimination, but I don't think Wes threw it, especially since I doubt Wes would ever throw anything, especially to Bananas. I think they wanted the epic TV moment and wanted the press it would give them to go up against each other.
My entire challenge career, I've been waiting for the stars to align, for you guys to face off. Now it is here.
I'll give this 5 bananas on the believability scale out of 10 because I believe Wes knew he was going down there, but I don't believe he threw it. Let's finish this off with a very silly theory I have heard multiple times, in that the Exile Redemption House in Battle of the Exes 2 was made specifically for Bananas and Nany. I can say pretty much with 100% confidence this is untrue, considering Bananas and Nany were the 5th eliminated team, and there were Exile elimination rounds well before Bananas and Nany got eliminated. There's a special not many have seen that shows all the events of Exile and very clearly shows that it was started well before Bananas and Nany showed up. I have heard this theory multiple times and just found it funny, so I want to address it and personally give it 0 bananas out of 10 on the believability scale.
Dustin and Jessica, you guys won. Simone and John, you guys won Battle of the Exiles. And Nany and Bananas, you win. Go! All right, Nany and Bananas, you guys win. Sleep, Bananas and Nany, you guys really want to be here. Great.
Okay, thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I still have an upcoming Q&A, so do not forget to leave a question down in the comments. Thank you to all who have already left some. Also, tell me your thoughts on these theories, and do you all have any theories you want me to cover for an upcoming part? Please follow me on Twitter at RookieRevo, and stay tuned for next week when let's just say, it will be a good one. Take care, everyone.